What's up, guys? So this is my Zygarde Carbink deck list. This is the one I've been running at tournaments, and it's been quite successful. So I'm gonna go ahead and share the deck list with you guys. This is the current version that I'm running now. I know I sent a version out to a couple people from Burbank that were asking questions on what kind of disrupt Zygarde deck I run. So here's the deck list I'm running now. It's more consistent than the deck list I sent out. So let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I run 4 Carbinks. So I use them mainly for the EX battles. It's kind of a good card when you can stall out an EX from attacking you. I don't think they can carry enough Hex Maniac in their deck, or you can just bring it back with a Super Rod, and it only counts as one. So usually I'll just play those only whenever I play an EX. I know a deck that just runs straight EX, so I don't really worry about putting Zygarde or anybody else out there. So I also run 3 Carbink breaks. More for the energy recycle. So I think Carbink Break's a really good card. It also makes me not feel so bad about discarding energy. So run 3 breaks. I also run 3 Zygarde EX. 3 seems like enough for this deck. I don't really want to put. Some people run 4, but I just prefer 3. Because even if one's prized, 2 is still pretty much good. So Zygarde I use to run against mainly, he's my strong attacker in this deck. So when I play against GX decks, I don't mind putting him out there and making him battle him, since Carbink's ability doesn't really work on GX. But Zygarde's powerful enough to keep pace with a lot of those GX attackers. So I run 3 Zygarde. So I added this to the deck. I think it just kind of helps. You can sub it out for 2 other disrupt cards, I'm guessing, but I decided to throw 2 Regirocks in there. The ability, the attack of your fighting type Pokemon do 10 more damage. That kind of helps Carbink kind of get a lift on knocking EXs out faster. It does kind of suck because the retreat cost is really high. It's 3, so you really need to save a Float Stone for him, or your opponent can Lysander him, and then you're in a really bad position. That's why I only run 2 of them. I really don't use these a lot unless I'm really needing to hit those knockouts. You'll see me use these more against Darkrai, just because I can, Darkrai's weakness is fighting, so it helps Carbink hit it, or help. I'll even run Zygarde against a Darkrai. I feel pretty confident with that matchup. So I also run 2 Shaman. This is basically just for draw support. Everybody knows what Shamans are for. So 2 Shaman. I run 1 Hoopa. That helps me get, if I need the Zygardes out there or the Shaman, or if I need the Regirocks out there. Hoopa's Scoundrel Ring ability is pretty good. And then the last Pokemon I run in this deck is Giratina, the promo, the XY 184 promo. I just put 1 in this deck. This is mainly if I run into that Greninja matchup. Stalls out Greninja, and then that's how I beat Greninja. So I thought, this card's pretty good. I don't play him if I need my Carbink break out there. If I have him out there, I won't even put the break on Carbink until he's gone. But he's just here for the Greninja matchup. So we're going on to trainers. So we'll start with the supporters. I run 4 Professor Sycamore. The discard your hand, draw 7. Pretty good card. Very good for setup. So I'm not even going to worry about making this look all neat. 2 Ns. N can be pretty good, but I was thinking about running 1 because usually sometimes I don't like helping my opponent, and it always seems like I'm in that situation where when I have a bad hand and N's my only supporter, my opponent also has a bad hand, and I don't really like giving him a new hand. But N can also be a really good card in great situations, especially when your opponent has more prizes taken. Yeah, everybody knows. So I only run 1 Lysander. It's a little risky, but 1 is fine. I find it's pretty consistent in this deck with 1, so just take one of your opponent's Pokemon, knock it out. Pretty basic. I run 1 Hex Maniac, 1 Delinquent for the disrupt. If they play a stadium card, just discard the 3 cards from their hand. It's pretty good. I love when I can put a opponent's hand down to 0. So I also run Pokemon Ranger. This is for evolutions when you run into, you know, the Glaceon, the Jolteon, Regice, all that stuff. Everybody pretty much knows Ranger. Alright, so now we're into the item cards. This is more where you'll see more of the disrupt part of this deck. So I run 4 crushing hammers. You know, flip a coin, discard energy if you get heads. If you can hit those heads, you're really ahead in the battle, and they're just so disruptive. I mean, controlling the energy on your opponent's board is, you know, it's pretty broken. I run 2 enhanced. I don't think you need any more than 2 enhanced hammers. Honestly, 1's pretty good too, but I decided to run 2 just in case. Just discard special energy. I know there's a lot of special energy decks out there. So I run 4 Trainer's Mail. This helps me, you know, pull those crushing hammers or any, you know, at the 4 cards, any trainer that I need. So they're pretty much a staple in most decks. So I also run 4 Ultra Balls. Discard to choose a Pokemon from, you know, your deck, put it into your hand. This has helped me, obviously, help me get what I need, the Pokemon that I need. I also run 4 Versus Seeker. This is pretty much standard in every deck. You need to run 4 of these. I've seen some decks, I mean, I have a couple decks where I run 3 of them. But, you know, this helps you pull your supporter card from your discard pile. So you see how that'd be good. Every deck pretty much runs VS Seekers. I run 1 Super Rod. That helps me pull my Carbinks out if they're trying to hit them with the Hex Maniac in those EX decks. Every deck pretty much has a Super Rod as well, so not much explaining here. Pretty much everybody knows the purpose of it. 1 Escape Rope, same thing. Everybody knows the purpose of it. Gets you out of those bad situations, especially when you don't have a Float Stone. And when you start with Hooper or Shaman, which seems to be a lot for a lot of Pokemon players. So I'll just go ahead and show the 2 stadiums that I play. I run 1 Skyfield and 1 Parallel City. Parallel City is more, like I said, for disrupt purposes as well. You know, you could either have them allow up to only 3 Pokemon on their bench, or fighting water or grass types do less damage. So I pretty much run that in almost all my decks. And then Skyfield, this is more for the setup if I need more bench space to get everything I need out on the bench. And then sometimes I'll even play Skyfield the next turn, just, you know, Parallel City, or I'll use Delinquent, get it out of the way. I just need it for this setup. So now we're going on to the Pokemon tools. Basically all I run is 3 Fighting Fury Belts. This is mainly for my Zygarde or Carbink if I don't turn them into a break. Kind of helps them from being like a 1-turn knockout. But I rarely put these on Carbink. Mainly they're on Zygarde. So I run 2 Float Stones. Pretty basic. You know, that's about the minimum you want to kind of run in a deck. So and then my energies are 4 Strong Energies, and then 3 Fighting Energies. So this is my Zygarde Disrupt deck. This is what's been winning my tournaments for me. I thought I'd share the deck, the most updated version of the deck, to you guys. Comment if you guys see any changes, or, you know, send me a message on Burbank, the people that I have been messaging about this deck. Let me know any changes. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to answer them. But this is the Zygarde deck that I'm running. It's not Zygarde Speed, it's Zygarde Disrupt. And it's actually a very, very good deck. I've won several Pokemon matches with this, and I'm very happy with it. And it's very consistent, more consistent than the first deck list I put out. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this deck. I'm going to go ahead and play a couple games and let you guys see the deck, you know, in action. There's only I'm only going to play a couple matches, and I'll probably upload more onto my channel later on, but I just want to, like, you know, get you guys firsthand a view of this deck online. Like I said, this one's more consistent than the one deck I told people online and sent them the deck list. I like this deck list better. It's more consistent. Seems a little bit quicker too, and there's still the disrupt, you know, abilities in the deck, which I like. So go ahead, watch the video, enjoy, and if you have any questions, or, you know, because there's no commentary on this video, just, you know, leave a comment asking a question about any situation, or if, you know, why did you do this instead of this. I'm all open for comments, and I'm all open for criticism, so just go ahead and let me know what you think after you watch the video. Thank you for watching this video. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments about the deck, go ahead and just leave them in the comments section. Please like the video, and if you want, subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading more deck lists and more deck profiles, and start playing them on TCG Online so you guys can get a first